Today we'll talk about affricates.
Affricate, affricate.
An affricate is a complex consonant sound, consisting of a plosive that's immediately followed by a fricative, made at the same place of articulation. It can therefore also be described as a plosive that has a slow release. Okay. These palato-alveolar affricates are produced when the tip of the tongue touches the back part of the alveolar ridge, and the front of the tongue lies just behind the hard palate. The soft palate is raised, so air is trapped for a short time. When the tongue moves away from the alveolar ridge, friction is heard.
Chips, teach.
This sound is voiceless, that is to say, produced without the vibration of the vocal folds,
Ch, ch.
whereas its phonemic counterpart is voiced.
Job, page. J, j.
Now let's see some examples with the first member of the pair,
Ch,
the voiceless palato-alveolar affricate.
ch.
I repeat each word twice. Listen and write them down phonemically, and then check your answer. 1. Chair, chair. 2. Chance, chance. 3. Cheap, cheap. 4. Child, child. 5. Choose, choose. 6. Church, church. 7. Fortune, fortune. 8. Nature, nature. 9. Question, question. 10. Watch, watch. Now write the spelling for these words and check your answers. Now listen to a key sentence and write it down in ordinary spelling and then in phonetic script. Listen. Which child put chalk on the teacher's chair? Now I'll say it more slowly for you to write it down phonemically. Which child, child, put, chalk, chalk, on, the, teacher's, chair, chair. Stop. Now check your answer. Which child put chalk on the teacher's chair? Now listen to some examples with the voiced palato-alveolar affricate. Write them down phonemically. 1. Join, join. 2. Joke, joke. 3. Just, just. 4. Draw, draw. 5. Judge, judge. 6. Age, age. 7. Marriage, marriage. 8. Luggage, luggage. 9. Large, large. 10. Message, message. Now give the spelling for these words and check. Now listen to a key sentence. Write it down in ordinary spelling and then in phonetic script. Listen. Ginger spilled orange juice on George's jacket. Now I'll say it again more slowly for you to write it down phonemically. Ginger, ginger. Spilt, spilt. Orange, orange. Juice, juice. On, on. George's, George's. Jacket, jacket. Ginger spilt orange juice on George's jacket. As we have just seen, English has two affricate phonemes. The one which is voiceless at the beginning and at the end of the word church, and the one which is voiced at the beginning and end of the word judge. Their place of articulation is palato-alveolar. But in addition to this pair, the cluster tra and dra are pronounced as affricates in RP or General British and in General American, as in the words try and dry or dream. Their place of articulation is post-alveolar. So, when alveolar plosives occur before the post-alveolar approximant, the tip of the tongue is placed behind the alveolar ridge, on the front of the hard palate. When it is removed, the tongue is immediately in the position for the friction of the post-alveolar approximant. Now listen to some examples with these sounds. Let's see examples with a voiceless post-alveolar affricate first. Number 1. Tree, tree. Write the examples phonemically, and then provide the spelling and check. 2. Try, try. 3. True, true. 4. Trust, trust. 5. Attract, attract. 6. Country, country. 7. Petrol, petrol. 8. Trip, trip. 9. Train, train. 10. Contrast, contrast. Now check your spelling. Tree, try, true, trust, attract, country, petrol, trip, train, and contrast. Contrast is pronounced differently when it functions as a noun.
Contrast.
You see, the stress changes.
Contrast. Contrast.
Now let's see some examples with a voiced post-alveolar affricate. Listen and write them down phonemically. Number 1. Dream, dream. 2. Dry, dry. 3. Dress, dress. 4. Draw, draw. 5. Drove, drove. 6. Drop, drop. 7. Address, address. 8. Drum, drum. 9. Droop, droop. 10. Drill, drill. Provide the spelling for these words and check. Dream, dry, dress, draw, drove, drop, address, drum, droop, and drill.